The story of Juliane, the girl who fell from the sky. It was Christmas Eve, December 24th, 1971. The airport in Lima was crowded. Many people were traveling home to their families, others just wanted to spend the holidays in peace. On board Lanza, Flight 508, sat 17-year-old Juliane and her mother. She wasn't a typical teenager. Juliane had grown up in the Peruvian jungle, where her German parents ran a research station. For her, the rainforest wasn't a mystery. She knew its smells, its dangers, and its secrets. The flight began calmly, but after a few hours, storm clouds appeared. Fierce winds and lightning shook the aircraft. People clutched their seats in fear. Someone prayed under their breath. Then, suddenly, a blinding flash. A powerful lightning bolt struck the wing. In an instant, the plane started to break apart. There was fire, noise, chaos. Juliane felt the seat she was strapped to being ripped out of the fuselage. Suddenly, there was silence. The roar of the engines was gone. All she could hear was the whistling of the air as she plummeted from over 10,000 feet. The forest below spun in her vision. When she opened her eyes, she was on the ground. Next to her lay the wreck of her seat. Her collarbone was broken, her legs and face were covered in wounds. Everything was silent. Her mother was gone. Everyone was gone. For hours she called for help, but there was no answer, only the sounds of the rainforest. She understood. She was completely alone. Her father had once taught her, "Rivers are roads. If you follow them, they'll lead you to people." Weak but determined, Juliane set off toward a small stream. The days passed slowly. The sun scorched during the day. At night, the cold and insects closed in. She survived on candy she found in the wreckage and tiny jungle fruits. Her wounds grew worse. Maggots began to infest her arm. Desperate, she poured gasoline from a canister she had found over the wound. The pain was unbearable, but it saved her from infection. Each day she followed the stream, which grew wider and wider until it became a river. Her body weakened, but she didn't stop. After 10 days wandering through the hell of the jungle, she saw something that seemed like a dream, a wooden hut. Inside, exhausted, she collapsed. Rural fishermen found her there. They cleaned her wounds and took her to the nearest village. Juliane survived. Out of 92 passengers on board the flight, she was the only survivor. Later, she continued her studies and became a biologist, just like her parents. She often said it was the knowledge of the jungle, taught to her as a child, that gave her the strength to survive.